Hey, what's up, everybody? Mogion Monster here, along with Stevie B.
Hello.
Welcome to Why the Fascination, or WTF, as we've come to call it. Hope everybody's having a wonderful night. Great to see everybody in chat already. Yes, Jim, you were the first one in the door. Hope you're doing good. And I'm sorry to hear that somebody fell off one of the places that you filmed, like a 50-foot drop.
Oh no.
They weren't, I don't believe they were killed, but they were injured, and Jim had put out something saying wasn't me.
Excuse me 1 second.
So
guys.
we're good. Glad you're safe, dude.
Okay.
Hey, Sandra Piper, how are you? Great to see you.
Wow. You're live.
Was that like 3 devices going off all at the same time?
I think so.
That was kind of cool. Mentioned Sandra's name and bells go off.
Right?
Mike, what's happening? WTF, Mike.
What's up, Mike?
Hey, Danny.
Nelson.
Greetings from South Carolina.
Greetings. That's gonna go off the whole show. Connor.
Hey, Connor.
Roger Blair.
Carol, how are you?
Good to see everyone.
Nelson, what's up?
Wendell.
Hey, Wendell.
What's up, Wendell?
What else we got here?
Coffee's too hot to drink. Like cool down a little bit.
So yeah,
I
it's
don't
great
think
to
you
see
do
everybody. If you're new, welcome. What we do here is I'll put the link in chat. Anybody can click on that link and come hang out. You got something you want to talk about, story you want to tell, whatever. We want to hear it.
Sure do.
Roger Blair, what's up? We don't script anything. We don't plan anything. We
Lord
just
knows.
say a prayer beforehand and see how it goes afterwards.
Right.
Let me
I'm
let's
just scrolling back. I just got logged on.
I just did something. Am I even there?
Yeah, you're still here.
All right.
Not on your screen though.
No. There we go.
Well,
I hit function and something and it just went dunk, gone. Let's try that. Don't hit function and N at the same time.
Yeah.
Because that's what popped me off. I was like, wait a minute, where'd I go?
It's cool that it didn't actually bump you off.
Yeah, that's why I looked over at you. You're like, am I still there?
I was looking at my phone, so I'm like, oh yeah, we're still here.
Blazer, how's it going? Jamie Cotterill, what's up? So yeah, the link is in chat. Do it again. Spam my own chat. I'm allowed.
Right?
Click on that link. If you don't want to be on camera, bottom of the screen, you'll see stop camera. Hit that stop camera button. You don't have to be on screen.
No.
It's pretty simple. We do ask is that you turn off YouTube when you come on. Just use StreamYard. Click off that window, and because otherwise you get a nasty echo. I get some people like to watch themselves on YouTube, but
I mean,
yeah.
basically, you got to just make sure the volume's down all the way, muted, so you can't hear it. Because
that works so well with your phone.
I thought, well, I mean, I'm on the laptop, so you don't hear that now.
I know.
But I'm just saying. Nobody else hears it. Pretty sure. I think it's just my individual phone.
Just over a little bit. Out a little bit. Oh, I don't know if the
Speaker's on?
yeah.
Probably not.
Here we go.
Clock mode.
It was on.
No.
because it went to clock mode now. If I click it again,
Oh,
go
you
back to
turned it
speaker
on.
mode.
I was waiting for a
Bluetooth mode.
Bluetooth mode.
No,
I got you.
that's the reason. But I guess it only happens when somebody's live because that's when.
Well, yeah. Well, we need to hear somebody
Yeah.
talking. We hear each other just fine. Hopefully, everybody can hear us too.
If not, sorry.
Excuse me 1 second.
I was watching a video. I had when we went up to Alabama. I have videos on my phone that I never put up or did anything with, and there's one. I didn't know who Wendell. We had met, but
The first time meeting him.
it doesn't click. I think I'm bad with names until I get to meet somebody 3 times or interact 3 times or whatever. But there's a video where I'm filming. I'm like, and over here is blah, blah, blah. There's Stevie B standing there, and over there is Michael Haywood, and he's with I don't remember his name. Filming, and it was Wendell. I was like, oh, there's Wendell, and then I played it, and I was like, oh shit. I recognize you now. That
Of course. WTF makes us suggest the 4-pound bass mugs.
No, what did I got? A 2 3/4 pounder 2 days ago, and I was getting some crappie.
You got a little 1-pounder yesterday.
Out from under the boat. The big there's this big paddle wheel boat.
So
It's
yesterday,
a pontoon boat.
Yesterday we went out on the water a little while, and we're cruising along a different part of the lake that we hadn't been to, and I'm sitting up at the front, and I just look over to the right, and I'm looking at all these houses, real huge mansions, beautiful homes, beautiful properties on the lake, and I see this tall grass, and I see something dark, kind of shadowing behind, and I'm looking. I put my glasses on so I make sure I'm not seeing.
And this is 300 yards away.
I put my glasses down, just to make sure that I'm seeing what I'm seeing. I'm like, I look back. I said, "Is that a Bigfoot?" It was a silhouette of a cutout, huge. I mean, this thing. It
was probably 8 foot or 6 foot at least.
Yeah, just standing up behind the tall grass on the edge of this property. It was cool shit to see. I'm like, I want to go knock on their door and ask why.
Yeah, that's it.
Why? I haven't looked on the map to see. Well, the thing is, right beside it, that property was, it looked pretty wooded. So I'm wondering if maybe they have any type of experience over there, because it's swampy, it's wooded,
we didn't look it up yet on Google Earth exactly how much property or woods or what that area looks like, but it makes you wonder, why did they have a Bigfoot in their backyard?
It was huge. It was very huge.
It's like this. I see this truck parked down at my job. The guy's whatever he does, he goes out on his boat, but on the back of his truck there's a Bigfoot sticker. And I called him up one day. I was like, dude, because his number is on his. I didn't call him. I texted him. Number's on his truck. He's a guide, fishing guide, and I didn't want to just go, dude. I said, so how much do you charge, man? In this message, how much do you charge? And blah blah blah. But more importantly, what's up with the Bigfoot sticker? And he gets back to me. He goes, well, these are my prices, and my sister-in-law got me that.
Well, we had.
But to me. What? Go ahead.
Well, I was going to say, we ran into the guy at the gas station.
Oh, yeah.
On the way to the forest. And same thing. I get out. He's looking at the vehicle next to us. It's a pickup truck. I don't remember what it was. It was some kind of truck, but on the front plate, Florida doesn't require front tags. On the front plate, there was what looked like a Bigfoot. I don't remember what design it was. So it was kind of hard to tell at first when we were looking at it if it was an actual Bigfoot on there. But getting out, looking closer, sure enough there was a lady that was pumping gas, and I saw the guy get out of the truck and walk towards the store so he can get. It looked like he got out to smoke cigarettes, so he went towards the store. He goes kind of closer to her and is approaching her to ask her about the plate. And I see the guy. I watch the guy, seeing this tall, big guy walking up towards his woman, you know. So I kind of stopped him. I was like, "Hey, he's asking about your front plate, about the Bigfoot." He was like, "Oh, I love Bigfoot." And of course, it's, you know, any experiences or, you know, he's like, "No, we just love Bigfoot." I was like, "Okay."
I haven't met this guy yet, that from the one with the truck with the sticker on his truck that said, "Oh, my sister-in-law gave it to me." There's got to be a story behind that, because it's not something you just give someone like who doesn't have any inkling or you know, doesn't give a shit about the subject. You know, there's got to be a reason. Like, that's one of those gifts that somebody knows you're into Bigfoot, or you had a sighting or something like that, where it's so, I don't know. I want to meet this guy and have a conversation. I have a feeling he saw something. Just saying.
It's funny how nowadays you see it more and more, you know, stickers or
Oh yeah.
signs and cutouts. Bobby Yonks, good to see you.
Hey Bobby. LIB, what's up, Mike?
Excuse me.
Who else did I miss?
What I do, LIB.
Gonzato, great to see you.
Goodness. Oh, I got Top Messenger on.
Yeah, me too.
Chance, how you doing?
What's up, Chance?
He says hi to you. He doesn't say hi to me. He says hi, Movie
Oh,
Monster.
no. Christy Leslie passed? Is that what I'm reading here?
Wait, what?
Sharon and Rendell, I'm sorry. Is that what I'm just, I didn't, let me,
Oh no.
I don't know. Sorry, I'm trying to find out what happened.
Yes. Please pray for Christy family. She passed yesterday.
Oh, wow.
Is that?
That's who we got to meet
wow.
in Alabama.
Wow. I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah. She was pleasant. I mean, like me and Mike and I think somebody else, we walked up to her and
Well,
she jumped up and I know who you are, and big hug, and
right.
I'm sorry to hear that.
You guys had walked away, and I'd actually stood there with her for quite a bit talking to her. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that.
Oh, no worries, Sharon. But
yeah, no worries.
Yeah, that's sad. We're sorry.
Well, I'm glad I had the pleasure of meeting her.
Yeah, indeed.
You know, big hug I got from her.
And you know what it is? She leaves behind some stories.
Oh,
I know Spencer knows guys, and that whole group has some stories.
Oh yeah. Christy's been around for a long time, years in this community, you know.
She kind of knew her time was her days were numbered, and that's why she did that trip.
Oh yeah.
Probably shouldn't have.
No, probably not.
But she did.
And I'm glad she did.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Prayers. Wendell says she had great cookies.
Sorry, I'm just reading.
No, I know, because people are just finding out, like we are just now for the first time. Well, again, link is in chat. Anybody wants to come on, hang out, talk about this, talk about whatever you want.
Yeah, she did, Wendell. He said she's the one that had to fly home.
Yeah. Oh, I know. I just didn't want him.
Well, he wrote her all caps.
But at least you got to meet people, you know, and you know, or I got to meet her. You got to meet her. I mean, it was
right. Oh, forgot. Click back on.
Welcome.
I was trying to get her settled down. It's on the couch.
You got to figure out what she's got a skin condition or something that she's biting too much.
And it's weird because it's not like there's bugs there or anything, you know.
No.
We've looked, he's looked, I've looked. Something is definitely irritating her.
I got to give her another bath with anti-itch or whatever. It's got lidocaine and other stuff in it to help her skin.
I think she knows we're talking about her. You mentioned baths, she started whining.
Yeah, she was hesitant about taking a bath just, that was 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
But when she's in and she felt that warm water,
She's like, oh.
kind of like just chilled. Like she didn't fight it. Moving her around and trying to maneuver her was, you know, a little difficult. Of course, Sharon.
You paused the TV on a weird frame.
Yeah, we watched that new Fall Guy movie.
Oh, you watched it.
Oh well.
I caught bits and pieces.
It was all right. It was funny because Lee Majors made a little cameo at the end.
I heard you.
As a cop.
I
Yeah.
was in the back of the house. You said Lee Majors.
But after that, I don't even know what the name of it is. It's something that Mr. Beast put together. It's some game show that he has where 1,000 people compete against each other at once. And
for how much?
$5 million. And before they even started, they get everybody, you know, there's all these rows of 80 people. And I don't know how many there were, 8, 11. Yeah. Before they even start the game, they start the game as far as if anybody wants to quit now, they put $1 million on the floor. Anybody wants to quit now, you'll split this $1 million. One person hits it, 2 people. Then 50 more people hit it. But just to show up, hit that button, and give up on the game, they each won almost 20 grand.
Connor said it's Beast Games. It's on Amazon.
Beast Games, okay.
Amazon.
I'd never seen this before.
I think it might be Hulu.
I was like,
how
what
we
the hell
caught
is this? And how are they doing this? Like with that many people, and then you realize, holy shit, this is huge. Like
I just read yesterday that Mr. Beast had did a huge fundraiser for amputees for prosthetics.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know the amount of dollars, I think it was like $170,000 that he raised.
Wow.
And helping individuals out that, don't have insurance or underinsured. And it was included in that article that I was reading.
Yeah, it's about 5 legs.
Well, I mean, hey, you got to start.
Hey, that's 5 legs.
Right.
An arm. That's awesome.
Yeah, they're not cheap. Not at all. And part of that was I read that there's an organization that is advocating for, I guess, insurance reform for amputees to obtain prosthetics. It's I say we because I'm part of it. We're so underinsured with the insurance, and what insurance companies offer to cover is crap. It's nothing. It's bare minimum, if that. And state by state, they're trying to, and I guess, enact laws to prevent insurance companies from failing people like myself. So, yeah, that's how I heard about Mr. Beast and his fundraiser. He's involved in all that. So,
Right.
pretty cool.
Chance says that movie was not faithful to the original 1991 to 1988 or 81 to 86 ABC. Let me put these fucking things on.
I was gonna say, where's your glass? I don't even see them.
I just had them.
Yeah, I don't
I
know.
just cleaned them. I
don't see them
just
at all.
lost them.
All right.
Sure they're not on my head or someplace stupid.
I honestly don't see them on the side. I hear them.
Sunglasses. I got sunglasses. No, it wasn't. It wasn't very. It wasn't like in the original series. He was bounty hunter.
Yeah, it wasn't true to the series, and that's what he was saying. That movie was not faithful to the original 1981 to 86 ABC TV Fall Guy TV series. Colt Seavers does not cry.
And would not wreck his truck.
The stuntman part was good. It was predictable, though. Colt would not wreck his truck. Yes.
He didn't like the music, apparently. He played that "I Was Made for Loving You" by Kiss.
Yeah.
He's like, they played it way too much.
It's too funny.
Had Heather Thomas, yeah. The original had Heather Thomas. Jim says Beast Games may be on other channels, but it's also available on Freeview. Freevee.
Freevee.
Never heard of it.
Freevee is free.
The Disco Kiss song, he calls it. That was. I remember there was a period where they didn't put makeup on anymore. And I'm trying to remember if that was one of those songs. They used it 3 times in the Fall Guy movie. I didn't even think about it. I only heard it once, but I guess once I heard it, I was like, I recognize it. I didn't pay attention to it after that.
I heard it when the movie was ending.
That's because Freevee is a subsidiary of Amazon Prime. Amazon? Fucking why? Can't see. So is white too bright or what?
Oh.
I was like, I really shouldn't wear white. It'll be too bright.
We're like opposite colors.
Yeah, usually I'm always in black. This is actually one of Old Bear's Den of Bigfoot. This is one of his shirts.
This is the t-shirt from the Aniston Conference for Alabama, Texas.
Michelle, how are you? Great to see you. Let me just hit this and this and that, and link is in chat. I know there's a lot of what do we got here? 26 watching. There's a lot of shows on right now.
I know. I saw.
All these new channels have popped up, and it's just
There's
like, where did everybody come from?
Yeah. Which is cool to see.
Oh yeah, I know. I think it's great. wonderful. Hey, we do our thing. We've been doing our thing for how long?
5 years, 4 years.
Going on. Well, we're in our. I'm in
Four.
my 5th year. This show. You've been following along from the beginning.
Mm-hmm. Sure have.
Sidelines for how long?
Forever.
Ever. Wendell says the tickets are on sale for Aniston now. Yeah, we saw that. We saw that yesterday, right?
Yes.
Was yesterday you read that to me?
June 6th and 7th?
Something like that. So Wendell, it's at the same place?
The high school?
The high school? Who is all going to be at the Alabama Bigfoot Conference in Alabama this year?
In Aniston this year.
I was going to that, not be there. I don't know.
We haven't really talked about it. I mean, briefly yesterday when we saw the announcement for it. We didn't make any decisions.
No, I mean, I didn't. It was cool last year because.
Oh, we had an awesome place to stay.
Yeah, that was my first time I did a bed and breakfast.
Airbnb.
With that, yeah, same shit. Except no breakfast. I cooked.
Yeah, right.
But next time I would bring my own cookware.
You know, I forgot about that. I did. I would hope they would.
What's up, Chris? Three of the best shows this year were The Penguin, Tulsa King, and Landman.
Well, Chris, Chance here, Nostalgic Pod Blast, is in the Tulsa King.
Okay, so Wendell says no, they moved it to Fort McClellan.
Fort McClellan. Okay.
Where the hell's that?
It's nearby. It's in Aniston. Still. Same area.
See, I thought the address was different.
You said that because you said you would have recognized
anything with the word cock in it. Yeah, I would have remembered.
I definitely would have.
Because I would have giggled then, right. And it would have. What was it? Cockburn or cock? Sorry, but that's the name of the. That's what the address is. Whatever that's street is on, it's like Cockburn.
Something cock.
Yeah. So if you're wondering, what the hell are you talking about? That
I said I definitely would have remembered
that's
that
the
name.
address, I guess, of Fort McClellan. Forget the name.
It is at a school of some sort, though. An education center or something.
Yeah.
It's a few miles north, he said. And that would kind of put it closer to the Airbnb, right? Because weren't we just north?
We were north of
Aniston.
Yeah. And then you're still having the meet and greet, I guess, that night,
that Friday
at the Western Sizzling Steaks or whatever it's called. We got by the time we got there, they were well into that last year. They had already eaten and everything. We just kind of snuck in and sat outside, ordered some food,
grabbed a plate,
said hi, and but yeah, that wasn't Airbnb.
Mm-hmm.
That was cool. I mean, it was quaint. It was on a pond, and
I caught a nice bass,
and we could fish it. So that kind of was like made the whole thing special because I'm like, look at this pond, it's got to be fish in it. And sure as shit, I went out there and started throwing that worm, and bang, bang, she caught big bass.
Big one. Yeah, I had a picture of it somewhere. Michael Haywood, good to see you. Rex Hand.
Chances I can't admit what hostess snack I like best because saying I love ding dongs is weird.
Right. Too funny.
Mr. Hand, what's up, bud? Mr. Haywood, what's up, dude? So I didn't mention it, but Mr. Haywood wants to get together April, May, somewhere in there.
Right on.
But he wants us to go up there.
Let's do it.
Yeah, I told him to. I don't know. I got to see what work.
With work.
Because work is.
I forget
that's
about
a
it.
busy.
I do.
Starts to get into the busy time of the year.
Well, I think if you put in for it now.
Well, I gotta figure out what I want to do.
I know.
You know, I want to see Michael.
Mhm.
You know, I want to go up and hang out with him up there.
We'll figure it out.
He mentioned catfishing and.
Oh hell yeah! Maybe I'll finally catch one.
She still has never caught a catfish.
Oh. Not yet. He catches them on accident.
Yeah.
Right out back.
Not.
Where there's
Not
no
trying.
fish at all. He pulls up a couple of catfish.
I caught a
in there.
dinker over there today. You know, out there, the small crappie.
Oh, out back?
Yeah,
Okay.
just one. It's the only one left in the lake.
Yesterday was fun because he was fishing over the Door Queen is that big, what do you call it, boat?
Paddle wheel boat.
Paddle wheel boat.
And
And
marina.
he's casting underneath the pontoons of it, and he's pulling out these huge slabs, and I'm over on the other side of the dock, and I'm pulling out little ones here and there. Caught a little bass, and that was cool. Then I pull out the biggest one. I pulled out. We tag teamed it. He grabbed one, I grabbed one, and we both met in the middle of the dock. And it's like, which one was bigger? I think his
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
Yeah, you beat
Double hookup.
you beat me on that one for sure. He kept pulling out these huge crappie. I was getting the babies on the other side. It's all right. It's just as fun.
Yeah, they I think the biggest one was like 1.25 pounds. There were some good size fish, but it freaks people out because, like, you know, people are walking by. Oh, you got a meal for tonight, and I take the hook out and throw it back.
I heard him, and then I caught
And
one
you're
as
like,
they
"What?"
as they walk up to me. I'm just bringing one in, and it's not that big, and I mean good size. And they asked me, they said, "What about you? You keeping them?" I'm like, "No." And the guy
Oh,
sounded like,
shit.
"Yeah."
Somebody was backstage, and I just missed.
Oh,
I believe because I just saw something go away from backstage. Something disappeared, so I
Oh.
didn't notice that somebody was backstage.
come back.
Come backstage.
It's hard to see on his screen because he has the blacked out screen in the background.
So I don't notice it right off.
Or ever. I'm just kidding.
It's probably Jim.
No. I don't, if it was, come back. Whoever it was.
Here, let me repost that link. And sorry, I start babbling. I don't look
I
down.
need to get in the habit of start looking over too. And just to see. Because I can see it from here. It's about all of your screen I can see. As if I can see
Oh, the bottom.
the bottom there. Yeah.
Chris. Hold on. Connor says we should come down to Oklahoma, but Chris said something I'm trying to find out.
Yeah, I'm scrolling back.
Oh, he lost his left leg.
Oh, wow.
It's right here, brother. Above the knee, below the knee. Sorry, we're going to get personal.
That was what I was going to ask.
I'm hoping below the knee.
Reach out if you want to talk. Both of mine are gone. So, yeah. If you want somebody to talk to you that's been through it, I'm here for sure.
Man, I've been with her through it
Yeah.
for almost all of it.
Oh, yeah. Below.
Below.
Right on. Sorry. I know. Neither is good, but
No.
that's the better of the two. For sure.
Sorry to hear that, man.
Me too. Definitely. And I'm serious. If you want to talk, you got his email. get in touch. Well, yeah.
Yeah, the email's in the description.
I'm 3 years in now, going on 4. So with
Both legs.
Yeah, both below the
Below the knee.
Yep.
It's
I'm sorry. Sorry you're having to go through that.
not the end of the world. I mean, you're a couple months into it now. A couple weeks into it, I should say. You said over the holidays, so
I hope you're healing well.
yeah, absolutely. You know, it's up to you to
Keep moving.
keep moving forward. You know,
That's what I said. Just gotta keep moving forward. It's early and I get it. I get it.
some people handle it differently.
Well, I'm glad you're here.
Yeah,
It's good to see you.
absolutely.
Good to see you.
Ironically, you came to the right place.
Mhm. Yeah, Chris, if you go back, you look at some shows from 3 years ago. He did videos pretty much documenting my whole experience.
Her first steps when
In
she
my
wasn't
prosthetics.
supposed to take steps, because she was just trying
I
them
went for my
on.
fitting for my prosthetics.
And she just wanted to run.
Yeah, I was 3 months in that wheelchair and I couldn't do it no more. I had to get out of it. I went for the fitting and yeah, I was ready to go.
Yeah, that was crazy.
I scared the hell out of both of them. The prosthesis.
Me, I was just like, whoa, slow down there, you know. Chris says it was never a question of if, it was always when.
I get that. I tried. I tried to avoid it for 6 years. I fought it. It was inevitable. I feel like my voice is going. I hear it.
Michelle says, this is why I love this place. Or love this tribe of folks. So supportive of each other. Well, yeah, hell yeah. You know?
Absolutely.
You gotta be. Because, life, it deals so much shit out, but the chances are that someone here went through that shit.
Right.
So someone could say, hey, I know what you're feeling, or I know what you're going through, or, it's important.
Oh, wow.
An infection is heel-bone. Huh.
Yeah, I know what that fight's like. Horrible. And I remember the relief after my legs healed after my amputation. I remember I've said it a few times. If I'd have known that I'd have felt this good, they could have taken my legs years before. And I know, but
It's tough.
You have to understand that severity of pain. That's the reason I say that. It's doing away with that pain. Yeah.
Well, that's like there's a channel out called Footless Joe, and this girl who documented. She knew she was going to lose her foot, so they
I think in her
did
case,
tattoos around it, like cut here and a pair of scissors with the dotted line.
she chose to,
But it was due because she had that constant pain of whatever. She had something wrong with her foot, or whatever it was that was in order to get rid of that pain. They removed her foot or leg. It's about the same as what
right.
It's below the knee, but you hear, you watch her and she has a channel, and she keeps it real, but everything, even the pain she's going through, or did I make the right decision, or but here you are.
Yeah, prosthetics is not easy by no means. I mean,
No.
it's a learning, and I experience it every day. I get frustrated. I fight pain, but it's a different pain. It's a soreness. It's not that, debilitating. And trust me, I have days where I just, yeah, it's not good. But I look at the alternative. I'm able to drive. I can work. I don't want to work, but I can. I mean,
It says, Chris, you can only lose if you let it stop you. You're winning. And that's, it is the attitude. It is how you approach it.
right.
I'm trying. I was born with spinal
bifida.
It's just another thing to find a shortcut for or compensate. Well, you're no stranger to fighting, so
This is true.
keep that fighting spirit and
What the hell was that?
truck.
I felt that on the floor.
I know, I felt it.
Yeah, but I felt that. I know it's early on, Chris. Are you considering a prosthetic? I know it's personal. I'm sorry. I don't know how appropriate that is to ask, but again, reach out. We'll talk if you want.
Bobby says, day by day, I want to call my mom like I did every day. I'm just going to keep putting the link in chat. Somebody's going to click it.
You made me look over to see if anybody was waiting.
No, I'm keeping an eye on it now.
Beef stew.
I just made beef stew.
You did.
Yesterday.
Sure did.
Except there were no potatoes in it.
No.
But it was good.
It was. I was mad. I left my lunch.
Yeah. I made her up a plate for lunch.
I got hungry, and that's when I realized. I said, damn it. I sent him a text. Damn it. I left my lunch.
Yeah, I did a crock pot roast. And it just kind of shredded.
It did shred.
We did.
Good.
Good flavor, though.
Everything that a roast would have or a stew would have, except for potatoes. But with all the veggies and carrots and stuff, it was good. It's perfect. We've been back at it as far as watching what we eat. No carbs, no
Sugar. Kind of back doing
no junk.
What I got away from.
Now I'm doing it.
No, it works, so we're gonna be cranky.
I am. I have been. I don't know if it's because of that, but I'm sure it has something to do with it. A little bit.
Christy made beans and fried taters.
Can't do the beans.
Michelle says, taking care of my elderly dad with dementia, hanging out with y'all is a welcome break. I take it a day at a time. It is what it is. You do the best you can with what you've got. And that's it.
I so get that too. I understand that too. That's tough. It can be tough at times. It's good to see you here.
Jim says Mogs is hoping that somebody accidentally hits the link if I put it up enough times. So I'll trip over it.
Right.
Where did I put that link? Wait a minute. There it is. She looks like
I'm looking at you like, what? What was he talking about?
Northwoods, what's up? Oh no. You forgot to grease the pan. Cornbread's gonna stick.
That's where you get a good special. Dig deep.
I don't know if you guys heard that. We live in the giant cat house over
Oh
here.
my god!
Not that type of cat house, but
I walked outside right before the show, about a half
there's
hour
cats
before the
everywhere
show
in this neighborhood.
to go get something out of my car, and his truck is backed into the carport, tailgate down. I hear somebody talking, and I see somebody pass the front of his truck, so it caught me off guard. But what got me more is a damn cat comes jumping out of his back of his truck. The tonneau cover's on, and the tailgate's down, so I guess it was just maybe laying in there. I don't know, but
Oh yeah, if I leave my
scared
window
the
open,
shit out of me.
they'll hop up in there.
I go around to the side of the house with my car's on the other side. There's two carports, so I walk around the front of the house, go to my car. As I'm coming back, it's like playing Frogger with all the cats that I'm dodging them as they're darting around. I'm like, what the hell?
Chris says without the open wound, now he can go swimming without being shark bait.
See, it was stuff like that I still miss. I need to get in the water. I do, you know.
Just gotta be careful.
You gotta be careful getting in the water with two legs. I mean,
Well, no, yeah, but
I mean,
well, no, you had gotten an infection from a wound, like
yeah.
he's saying. You
No,
know, he had an
and
open wound.
now that
and
I'm
she got an
healed-
infection.
now that I'm healed, I'm ready to go. I don't have open wounds, and yes, I did. I got a wound from my prosthetic rubbing. This was what Crystal River. Went out to
Yeah.
Crystal River, kayaked, ended up in the hospital 3 days. Not even 2 days later. Was it 2 or 3 days after that? I was in the hospital. Right after that infection hit quick. Whatever was in the water, it got into my, and I didn't even really have an open wound. It was rubbed raw,
But it was
it was enough for
open
the
enough. It wasn't like
right.
yeah. It was exposed.
But man, that infection hit quick.
That
Put me in the
nasty
hospital.
bacterial laden water. Bacteria.
The Gulf water.
Tink Tink swim team.
I love swimming. I was good at it. Very good at it.
Well, that's what she did when she
Scuba diving, not scuba. I've never.
when she
scuba
lost
dived.
weight.
Snorkel.
That's how she did it. Was she swam?
I did. I was in the pool 3 days a week at least, doing swimming laps for hours. I'd get in there for a couple hours.
How long did it take you? A year and a half?
2.5 years.
2.5 years, 130
30.
pounds.
Yeah. 130 pounds. I averaged 3 to 5 pounds a month, if that. Sometimes. I mean, it fluctuated, but 2.5 years. But I swam. And I could barely swim when I first started. I used the kickboard. You know?
Connor says I was in the ocean once and scraped my knee and was bleeding pretty good, and I was afraid because I know that sharks can sense blood in water for up to a mile away.
Pee too. People pee in the ocean and don't realize. Draws sharks.
I never heard of that.
You look it up.
Really?
Yeah. Yep.
Surprised I'm still alive.
That's what I'm saying. Most people.
It's not like you get out of the ocean when you got to go pee. Oh, I got to walk across
I
the
know.
beach, go to the bathroom, just take a leak. Nope. Because as a kid, I spent a lot of time in the water, in the ocean.
I wasn't in the ocean as much as I was in pools when I was young, but any chance I got, hell yeah.
Oh, I was a
love-
body surfer when I was
I
a
know.
kid. I
Well,
loved
you
it.
grew up there.
Yeah.
I get that.
And the fishing.
Had I
and
lived
everything.
closer to a beach, heck yeah. Closest body of water was Potomac River, and you don't dare put a toe in that water. You catch any fish out of that river, and
Few heads.
you don't even want to take it off the hook,
Just cut the line.
right?
You have the hook. Just cut the line. See it.
That water was gross.
Yeah, but then
It looked pretty.
the Potomac cleared up a lot, like where they were having bass tournaments in it back in the 90s, 80s, late 90s,
Yeah,
I
I
think.
don't think it was that clean back then. I was still there then. It was
I'm trying to remember, but I know they did have tournaments in the Potomac.
I'm sure they did because nobody ever fished it outside of
The
that.
Simpson catfish that comes out all 3-eyed or 6-eyed
Yeah.
or whatever it was.
No joke. The Woodrow Wilson Bridge, there was rumors that there were giant catfish with 2 heads.
Mike says maybe the sharks wouldn't be so mean if y'all quit peeing in their house.
In their house, right?
Wendell says what's worse
Oh,
than the
no.
floaters.
Oh no.
That I will get out of the water
That's
for.
gross. I mean, like peeing's not bad enough. It's kind of understandable, but yeah, that's
No,
just
no.
gross.
Duty in the pool. Caddyshack.
Chances, is anyone else having trouble finding eggs in the grocery store? I don't have chickens. No, I'm not having a hard time finding them. It's a hard time paying for them. I mean, they're
Although, no.
$10 for an 18-pack.
I just bought
$5.99, I think.
12. No, what did I get?
Was it 24?
36-pack,
Oh, I don't know.
and it was like almost probably $17.
$5.99 for a dozen. That's the cheapest. That was the cheapest in the grocery store yesterday.
No, but I think he's saying there might be a shortage.
Well, no, I had said when we were looking at
No,
the prices, I said, "What the hell?"
There was no
with the
eggs. There was one section that was completely empty.
Yeah,
of
those
eggs.
were the medium cheapest ones that they had. They were gone.
See, Jim says finding is easy, paying is difficult.
Yeah.
WTF Mike says prospecting through a Mounds bar in a public pool once and stand back and wait. It's great. Yeah, that's the scene from Caddyshack.
That's too funny.
They're all sitting around and
Shannon said they're $10 for a dozen there. They're $9.99.
What?
They were $9.99 for an 18-pack at the grocery store here yesterday. That was at Winn-Dixie. Dixie. I don't know why I said that.
$10 for a dozen.
Well, $5.99 isn't that far of a stretch from the 10.
It's
that's
fuck.
crazy.
It isn't.
$6 by.
I'll pay the 6 before the 10.
Yeah, this is true, but I'm saying it's going in that direction. Jim says Babe Ruth works better. It's a good grief. Yes, a shortage here in Atlanta because of the bird flu scare. They were taken off the shelves. That's lovely. I'm sorry, it's not funny, but
Harold says I once went wade fishing and was standing in waist high water next to a 40-foot drop off when I spotted an 18-foot great white 30 feet from me. Got warned by a mess of porpoise ramming my legs.
oh wow.
Oh, they were like, get out of the
Get
water,
out.
dumbass.
Get out. Mike says 18 count of eggs is $5 here. It was $9.99.
Why is it so vastly different?
I don't know. Roger says $6 for a dozen eggs here in Eastern Kentucky.
Okay, so but he's paying
That's what we're.
$5 for 18 up in South Dakota or the Dakotas, whatever. I mean, up there, but then down here we're paying 6.
They're gouging.
But why is it so cheap up there?
Shannon says I sell fresh yard eggs for $5 a dozen, but for $10 in the grocery store, I said hell no.
She said, "Hello, no."
She said hell no.
I know. She said. I know, but hell no.
Hell no.
Danny says $7.29 a dozen.
Bobby says I'm out of eggs. Where did you get yours? Publix is outrageous. Winn-Dixie.
WTF Mike says Minnesota is the country's largest producer of eggs and poultry. They're our neighbor. Yeah, they are, aren't they? To the east.
Ben. What's up, Ben? Good to see you. I only knew Ben
What's
was
up, Ben?
I only knew Ben was there because Michael Haywood said, Big Ben.
I didn't see it yet. He's got his New Orleans Saints logo there, the fleur de lis.
Yeah, Wendell says, question is, why are they so high everywhere?
Apparently they're not. Well, yeah, I mean, I was
Mostly.
going to say not everywhere, but.
And it's been that way for a couple weeks. The last time we went to the grocery store, I said something about the price of eggs.
Connor says, I used to live behind a turkey plant and the smell was god awful in the summer. No, thank you.
Yeah.
No, thank you. We've had 2 chicken farms in my area. They just had to put down entire flocks, millions of chickens, one place in Georgia, too.
Bird flu.
Well, I mean, well,
No,
I guess there's the difference between egg layers and when you're plumping up the fry. You know, Purdue is putting out food chickens, not egg chicken. I don't, I'm wondering, but I guess it can. Yeah, it sucks if they're taking eggs off the shelf. Then it can be transferred through their eggs.
You would think.
Sharon says, now I want to know why everyone's prices are different. It does not make sense, does it?
Not at all.
Karen, how are you? He says, they had a turkey plant in Broomfield where I grew up most of my life. It was Barber's Turkeys. Roger says, looks like it's time to invest in some Rhode Island Reds. I say. I think Foghorn Leghorn wasn't here, Rhode Island Red.
I think so. Bobby said, my daughter lost a lot of chickens before the hurricane in North Carolina. She has quite a few now.
I've never raised chickens.
I said, if I had property, I would. I think it's cool. Fresh eggs? Oh my God. Nothing better.
Well, it's cool because you don't have to refrigerate a chicken egg until you wash it. Once you wash it, you screw it up, and then you have to refrigerate it. But before that, you don't have to refrigerate a chicken egg.
Karen says, it's like gas. Why is it still $4 a gallon here and not everywhere else?
What is it here? Like
$3.29 today.
Okay. No, because I got to fill up here soon, or go to get gas soon. So I don't know what. It's just it's a mystery every time I pull up. Oh, what do we have this week?
Every morning I leave for work, I pass 3 Circle K's, 4 actually. Yeah, 4, and I'm just amazed at the fluctuation in the price of gas.
Jim says, if you want to have fun, listen to the speech from the South Carolina governor. He sounds just like Foghorn Leghorn.
Look what Roger wrote right after that.
I say, boy, pay attention.
There you go.
I say that boy's about as sharp as a bowling ball. I'm a chicken hawk.
Hi. TF Mike, my neighbor girl raises Chernobyl chickens. Her dang chickens are 20 pounds. He's so stupid. I'm sorry.
Chernobyl chickens. It's not a chicken, that's a turkey.
Yeah, right.
Wait, who just said I'm going to get that wabbit?
Oh, wait, there's Connor.
No, because Mike, Mr. Haywood was just rabbit hunting recently.
Oh yeah, I heard.
And before that, it was duck season, so I kept busting his ass. They said duck season, wabbit season, duck season, wabbit season. It's like, make it better. I can't keep up. $2.79, where gas is $2.79 a gallon. Where
He's up in Anniston. Wendell.
that's right.
That's cheap. It hasn't been below $3.
Michael says rabbits only lay eggs in Easter.
So.
But you're mistaken. They lay those little chocolate eggs all the time. Wabbit season. Fire.
Jim says, Chance, how's your pet rabbit?
How's that rabbit? Karen says our neighbor gave us a bunch of eggs from her chickens as a thank you for helping her carry her dog to her car when all of a sudden it collapsed. I hope her dog was all right. So I guess we're just you and me tonight.
Why not?
It's been an hour. We got an hour left, so there's still an hour for anybody to pop on, come hang out.
Promise we won't ignore you backstage.
I'm trying not to. I'm keeping an eye on
I
it.
keep glancing over.
Every once in a while it happens. Christy says, Jim, get up there. That was the other thing about when we saw that, when we were out on the boat, when she saw the cutout from 300
right.
yards away.
I said, look, there's turkeys.
And sure as shit, as we got closer, I filmed some of this.
Huge
I
turkeys.
didn't download it to the computer.
Huge turkeys.
But there was at least a dozen big fucking turkeys in the backyard walking right by that damn
right there in the
Sasquatch cutout.
clearing right beside the cutout. I've been seeing a lot of turkeys lately. Just the past few months.
I just realized what Sharon had said to Michael. He said something about rabbits only lay eggs around Easter. Sharon says, Michael, not if you play sexy music. They'll lay all year round.
Michael says, Sharon, you might be onto something
Where I just
there.
lay around all year.
Michael said, Sharon, you might be onto something there.
Yeah. Dog didn't make it. I'm sorry. Sharon says, Michael, my mom and dad raised them, and mom would play the slow elevator music. You ought to see them. You ought to watch them rabbits. That was a sight. Oh, I can't fucking read.
You get the right ones on?
Yeah. Not my wabbit. Is he wascally? Sharon just went with Fred.
You know, I just read that. I was like, oh.
I cooked a rabbit once. It
Rabbit
was
feet.
terrible. I just didn't, I tried frying it, but it should have been like braised and all this because I was up in the woods in New Hampshire and we were in a cabin, me and my uncle, and we were up there. He was deer hunting and I was tagging along. And he shot a rabbit and I brought it back and cleaned it, skinned it, butchered it, and then tried cooking it. And I didn't have everything I needed and it wasn't good. I used to have a pet rabbit, guinea pigs. Then I adopted a dog, and the fucking dog was a nut job and went into the cage, like broke through the rabbit hutch and killed the rabbit and guinea pigs. Although at that point, I think it was just guinea pigs. I don't think I had a rabbit in there. Michael's granddaddy raised Californian and New Zealand rabbits. My orthodontist gave me his rabbit. I know it sounds fucked up, but yeah, I went to, when I was a kid, I got braces at in Jersey. They have a dentist school as part of Fairleigh Dickinson University. So the students work on you, and with alongside dentists and shit. But this guy David, Dr. Dave,
Dr. Dave.
Yeah. He had a rabbit and he was moving and he's like, dude, you want the rabbit? And I was like, yeah. And me and my dad went and picked it up and this was like a huge, he picked this thing up. It was just this massive rabbit. I was like, holy shit. I was expecting some little cottontail. It was like, nope.
Yeah, no. Patrick Vaughn, he said rabbit gumbo.
Karen says, I had a pet rabbit when we lived in Laramie. Her name was Sue. She would sit real still and people didn't realize she was real until she moved.
Aww. Harold said, Chance, I once had a huge albino rabbit named Betty Davis.
Wendell says, Michael Haywood's parents raised a jackass.
Sharon Guy says, tamed rabbit tastes completely different than wild rabbit.
Less gamey?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, it's not as tough. I mean, you get a rabbit that's raised, in a stress-free environment.
Yes, that's it. There's no stress.
I think that was my only attempt at rabbit. Although, no, I think I had rabbit and squirrel stew once. I didn't make it. My buddy had made it. Back I was like 18. So yeah, guys, like I said, there's like a little less than an hour left. Anybody wants to join us, come hang out. Patrick, what's up? Patrick says, never had a tamed rabbit. Sharon says, Patrick, they're tender meat, not tough like wild. Yeah, and that's what I found about that rabbit I cooked. It was tough as hell.
Patrick said mine came with shot pellets.
Most of my pheasant came with shot pellets. Every time I prepare pheasant, you'd be like, ding. Literally. God, that was I haven't had pheasant in years now.
Karen said someone had a jackalope statue at Squatch Fest this weekend. They must have been from Wyoming. LOL.
It's the stomping grounds of the jackalope.
Where was the Squatch Fest this weekend?
Sorry, my chair is so squeaky. It's got to stop moving, but
I think I stopped
you know
hearing
me, I
it a long
can't sit
time ago.
still.
I stopped hearing it a long time ago. Tune it out.
It's funny when you cook something like that, a pheasant or something that you've killed that may have shot pellets in it, and like you serve it, and you're like, just be careful while you're eating that. It's you might bite into something. My grandma made rabbit stew every winter.
All right. It was in Kelso, Longview, Washington.
Yeah, I don't know what we're going to be able to do this year, where we're going to end up. Yeah, it sucks that last year they had the Alabama and the Florida on the same weekend.
On the same weekend.
I haven't even looked up the Florida one. Yeah.
There was that huge concert in Ocala on the same weekend. Remember, with Travis Tritt and
Oh yeah.
bunch of country performers.
Roger says ground deer meat makes good sloppy joes. Yeah, deer meat is good. Apparently, anything in the deer family, it's tasty.
Right. Last time I had deer a couple years ago.
Looking for my phone.
See that?
That's the work phone.
I think your other one's on the other side. Last time I had deer was a couple years ago. I was invited over to our Belkis, our cleaning lady from work. She had a cookout. They grilled some deer. Yeah, it was good. That was good. Good dance.
My grandma even made raccoon stew taste good. I bet it did, but I just couldn't bring myself to eat a raccoon. I'm sure if it came down to it, I would, but
Right.
Until then, I'll be putting up a fight. Saying nope. Antelope is nasty. That's a pronghorn antelope. That's what we got here in the States.
Huh.
I process mine into steak or stew meat. I don't grind it. Well, if you grind it, then you got to put in like either tallow or a pork fat, or add some fat, because venison is so damn
Very
lean.
Yeah.
So damn good. Karen says I would not be able to eat raccoons. No. If I've had it as a pet, I'm not eating that species.
It says refusing to eat raccoons or any part of the rodent family. Well, that leaves out squirrels.
Blazer says I've had a Wookiee before. It's a little chewy.
Squirrel gravy. Roger says my grandma on my mom's side of the family would make squirrel gravy in the morning to have with eggs and biscuits. Interesting.
Wait, just like sausage gravy with squirrel.
Right.
Just change the protein.
Christy. She says, babe, we get desperate enough, we can always sorry, it scrolled. Always hunt the squirrels that are in our backyard.
I have so many raccoons and feral cats.
Yeah, there's cats out here.
I don't.
Tons of-
There's got.
Something's got to be done. It's just. I'm serious. I walked
I
outside.
was always a cat person, and then I got dogs.
I walked outside and I mean, they're scattering everywhere. It's ridiculous. Absolutely. Kittens having kittens, and I mean, when you see three sizes of the same cat, pretty much.
Oh yeah, it's like a carbon copy.
Yes.
Just smaller version.
Yeah, big, medium, and tiny.
And they look exactly alike.
Exactly.
Patrick says buffalo is nasty.
Greasy, dark, rancid tasting. Took 2 days to get the stench off. That's me. I'm skinning it.
And Danny says, yeah, but you haven't seen any rats. I bet.
That one, but that was dead. That was the cat bringing it to me that morning, leaving for work. Cat runs up and drops it right in front of me.
Yeah, it's just gotten out of hand. There are dozens of cats, feral cats in a.
I mean, when you drive into the neighborhood, you can't. You have to be careful just because they're sitting in the middle of the street, or they'll walk right out in front of the car. It's like they own the place, and you're gonna wait. You know, I'm surprised I haven't seen any get hit yet.
I've seen one out on Main Street.
Yeah, that was a while back. I remember that.
But there's kittens having kittens, and there's got to be something done about it. You know, they've got to herd the cats, corral them, and get them all fixed.
Let them.
But who pays for that? You know?
Yeah, right.
I know there are places that do it for free, and they re-release them. You know, I don't want to kill them. Just let them live out their lives and
stop
reproducing.
Reproducing, yes.
You know, Bob Barker said it every friggin' show: is have your cat spayed and neutered. Have your pet spayed and neutered. Forever, he said that.
Yes, every show.
And you're like, what? Why? Now I realize
why. Oh yeah.
Karen says, I have a hard time believing that people eat those nutria things. Where the hell is it? Yuck. Well, that's like out in Arizona in the Southwest. They have javelina, which is, it looks like a pig.
It's a rodent.
But it's a rodent. It's in the peccary family.
It's a giant rodent.
But it looks like a pig. But they have scent glands on them. They call them skunk pigs. Because they have these scent glands on them that just, yeah. And in the processing of the meat, you know, you could screw up and supposedly the meat's not that good. You know, they'll cook them in the ground in these pits, but no, thank you.
Danny Staten says maybe they'll open a Chinese restaurant in your neighborhood. LOL. Sorry.
No, dude, I eat at that restaurant.
Right. Luckily, it's far enough away.
Some other mobile home park already has the contract.
Right. Bet you said you'll eat anything if you're hungry enough.
True that.
Sure enough. What was that?
I have no idea. We hear some weird shit out here.
Yeah.
If it's not a cat, it's human. That's the two options.
Oddly enough, we don't hear dogs barking that often. Not that often.
No, they're outnumbered. They know when to shut up.
Well,
It's like 10 cats to every one dog, at least.
when Maya goes out, we got to keep a close eye on her because she'll take off after one.
She'll get about 10 feet and stop going, I can't do this shit. I'm not sure. I'm too old for
Well,
this
she
crap.
gets about 10 feet, and one of us is yelling. Look.
All right. Put that in there one more time. Or I'm sure it'll be more than once. Link is in chat, guys. Nope. I'm not eating a possum.
Yeah, no. They're gross.
I'll eat or an armadillo. We don't eat those.
Yeah, no.
Some of them carry some fucked up shit. Leprosy.
Yeah, we talked about the syphilis and true.
Roger Blair says Garfield is in the kettle at the Peking room. I'm not sure what that means.
In the kettle at the Peking room. Chinese.
Oh, Garfield.
Garfield. Yeah.
The cat. I'm thinking literally like I'm going back to the cartoon going, I don't remember that episode.
I was reading what Patrick wrote. I watched two survivalists tagging along on an event fighting over who got to eat a grub worm they found. I think I remember seeing that, but I don't remember what show that was. A grub worm.
I'll flip you for her. Yeah, I'll go without.
I've heard that, Jim. He says possums are so greasy.
Armadillos carry leprosy. Armadillos carry nasty diseases.
Oh.
Possums just taste nasty.
I saw that on a show, though, where two guys were fighting over a grub worm. I remember because one bit into it, it was gross.
Slimy yet satisfying.
Whoosh.
Weird Al redone the song Cats in the Cradle.
Well, that's what he was saying about Garfield. It might have been
Papa Craig.
Might have been.
Great to see you. Welcome.
Papa Craig.
Hope you're doing well. Hope Nana's well.
Give Nana a hug for me. See?
What? That's actually somebody getting in touch with me. But I don't see Ben. I haven't seen you pop up. I've been looking.
Well, Ben's background is dark usually anyways, but
he took a picture saying you're backstage. How do I keep missing? It's right here.
I've been looking. I haven't seen him. You sure?
Here's the link again, Ben.
Is it a good link?
Yeah, I know. I made sure.
No,
I copied the right link when I started. No, there's been times that people have clicked on the link and ended up
an old show
in an
link
old
or
studio.
right. Hello. Hello.
Where'd everybody go?
Anybody there? That was your doorbell ringing.
There he is. See, now that's why I couldn't see him.
Oh, absolutely. See, you should take a picture of that and show everyone.
That's what it looks like. Me, Stevie, Ben.
But
see how black that is?
You can't appreciate it because it looks brighter on screen. I mean, on your camera than it does on the actual screen.
So it's not completely my fault. I got this background and
I see a little speck where.
I guess we should bring him up. What's up, Ben?
Hey, what's going on, man? I can see exactly why you missed me, but
yeah,
I can see exactly why.
It's such a dark background. I couldn't see. I looked over and I didn't see you there either.
I know that, Steve. How you doing, Stevie?
I'm good. How are you? Good to see you, maybe. Well, kind of.
Sort of.
No, not to see me, but yeah, good to talk to y'all.
Yeah, for sure.
Mo, you caught some more Sakale, bro?
A couple.
I caught some too.
You caught some?
Of
All
course.
right.
Finally.
I know, right? Finally.
That's like she caught her first. Did you catch a fish on the boat?
No, I still haven't. We spent all afternoon out on the boat. Don't catch shit.
Well,
Get off the boat.
I caught some fish.
I didn't catch it. And
What you
get
caught,
off the boat.
Mokes?
Crappie, and I think I got a bass. I don't know. Did I get a bass? I don't remember.
I don't think so. I think it was too crappie.
But then I've been fishing where I work. Like we went out of my marina, went fishing, came back, and ended up fishing off the dock and catching fish.
Catching what? Sakale? Crappie?
I was trying
Damn.
to catch crappie. I wanted to catch crappie using a jig head on his line, on his pole. And first thing I bring up is a bass. I'm like, damn it, I caught a bass.
Yeah.
See you, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's hard not to catch a bass.
When you caught a bass, I wanted a crappie.
I wanted a crappie.
Hey, that's how I feel too.
So to explain a little better, in the past couple of years that we've fished together, it's always been crappie fishing with minnows, or mostly minnows, all minnows. Up until this year, we started using lures. So I wanted to catch a crappie with a lure. I mean, that was
Just
the whole
a jig,
a jig, And
Oh yeah.
to bring up a
Yeah.
bass, the first thing I catch, I'm like, come on.
Yeah. I know the feeling.
Caught some fish.
Yeah,
But I was pulling some slabs out from underneath
they
this
were
this
huge.
boat.
Good.
Man, I caught me some today too, yeah.
Oh, right
I
on.
caught me some slabs today.
Are you keeping them?
Hell yeah.
I was waiting.
You keep all the Sakale.
Right.
Yeah.
Not the little bitty ones, but the nice ones. Hell
No, I
yeah.
know. I don't know. I don't.
You don't want to clean them?
Yeah, that's what it is. Hey, you know what? I love cleaning them because when you clean a fish, you can see exactly what they're eating.
I don't see what they're eating. I don't see if they have eggs. I just fillet them. I don't even gut them. I just pull them out of the bucket
Yeah,
live,
but-
kill them right there, and then fillet them. I don't even open them up.
Yeah, I hear you, man. I hear you.
Like I gave some fish yesterday. I caught some fish. I gave them to this gentleman that was fishing, and he takes the fish. So I gave the ones I caught to him. And I saw him again today, and he goes, "Yeah, there were a lot of eggs in those fish." I'm like, "Oh man, that's another reason I don't keep them this time of year."
Sakale already?
Huh?
You talking about Sakale?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay.
They're full of eggs. So
Yeah. What's y'all lowest temperature? What has it gotten to this year?
Saturday,
overnight low has been
34, I think, was
Yeah.
Saturday morning.
Wow.
Yeah, this past Saturday.
But that's over.
We're done.
We're out of those low temperatures. It's the next, like it's for the next couple of weeks, 2 weeks at least. It's
Gonna
going to be in the
graduate.
70s and 80s.
Yesterday was gorgeous.
Yeah.
Today too, absolutely gorgeous. 70, like 72, somewhere around there. Nice little breeze, not cool at all. I mean, it's just perfect. I'm
That's
sorry.
nice.
I'm not trying to brag. I'm just surprised by it. It just seems early. I almost want the cold a little bit longer. I'm not ready for that 120-degree humidity
Ugh.
coming.
That is terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good to see
Yeah,
you.
I've actually had to put on jeans like twice.
That's what I was gonna say. What, twice? That's about it.
As long as my like torso is covered, like I could have 3 layers up top and shorts on, and I'm good. My legs don't get all cold. And
I think one of those days you had thermals and jeans on.
shush, don't tell my secrets.
Well, yeah.
So where were you fishing? By your dad's?
Yeah, man. I'm at my
Right on.
dad's. Yep. They might be still biting. They got a cut coming out the swamp. That's where they're hitting right now.
All right.
But I really
I mean,
can't.
I caught one in my backyard earlier, but it was just some small one, and
I caught
I
one.
think it was lost.
I caught one out here a week ago, right?
Yeah.
Well, I
You-
talked to the guy that fishes out back. He's in this little, what kind of boat? It's like a canoe.
No, it's just a small little
little.
dinghy that
I
he
call it a
stands up and
bathtub.
paddles, and
But
he's
I
always
got-
out there
I
fishing.
was talking to him, and he's out there most of the day. Caught about 13 crappie, out of say 5 hours he was out there.
Wendell, good night.
And he was saying that every one of them that he caught just about was out in open water. It wasn't even lily pads or structure, and he fishes the whole area. So
Well, they will
That's-
suspend, like black crappie will suspend in,
no, I get
in
that,
open
but
water.
you'd think you'd have better luck finding them near structure or lilies or grass.
That's strange. That's strange because all the ones I caught today were out in the middle too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. No shit. They were all completely out in the middle. And that's I've never caught them like that before.
Well, I was getting ready to say. Then again, you and I just talked about it recently when we were at Jessup. They were all out in the middle, out in open water, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't,
yeah.
it wasn't like you're
Weed.
fishing
Or anything.
lily pads.
Yeah.
Everything was out in the open.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was funny, dude. We go fishing, and we're fishing on this dock, this pier or whatever, and there's a bunch of other people fishing, and they were using the battery operated lighted bobbers because we were fishing at night.
Oh
And I
yeah.
don't
Yeah.
know what they did wrong, where two or three times they broke off the bobbers, but they broke it off like at the bobber, and there was a fish on it.
Mm.
So there were 3 lit bobbers getting dragged all over the lake.
No shit.
I
Swear to God, dude, you'd
It
see
was
one come
funny.
by, and all of a sudden it'd go underwater. It looked like
go under the water.
it looked like the scene from Jaws with the barrels.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
It was crazy.
We're like, oh, there it goes again.
Yeah,
Like what? Soccer lay?
Yes.
No way. There's no reason for a soccer lay to break you off.
I don't
Well,
know
I
what
don't
the
know
deal
that
was,
they had
dude.
it
I don't know
tied
if they
right or-
tied it wrong, or they had shit line, light line.
light line maybe.
Don't know, but they broke off their,
We saw 3.
And there
lit
were
No
bobbers.
way.
3 lip bobbers that were cruising around the lake attached to fish.
Damn.
One red, one yellow.
Dude, I use 2-pound test for soccer lay.
Richie said, just to let you know, he's talking to Papa Craig, I lost 61 or 51 pounds, and yesterday I weighed myself, I broke under 300 pounds.
Fucking A, dude.
Now 299.
Fucking right. That's awesome.
Yeah,
That is fucking awesome.
There you go, dude.
that is
Fucking
awesome.
right, Papa Craig. Fucking right.
That's awesome. Keep going.
Get him.
That's cool.
No shit. That is really good.
Papa says, Richie, I'm just so dang proud of you. I could just.
Patrick said, I used to tie glow sticks to my trot line,
Trot.
to attract big catfish.
Might work. I don't know.
I've used the lip bobber out back at night. Don't know if it does any good other than help me see where my line is.
That's all it's
You know?
meant for. It's
Yeah, that's really all. Yeah, that's all you need.
Yeah. Well, she's thinking, oh, well, it'll put light in the water. And
Well, because I think back to when we were at Crystal River and you took your flashlight and all the small fish
but I
came
think they were already
drawn
there.
around it. You know,
That was
Yeah, but
Yeah.
y'all, neither one of y'all are wrong about this because you can put lights in the water and it will attract like the food chain. You know.
fish, and hopefully the bigger fish will come in and
Well, that's how it
Yeah.
is.
Yeah, that's how it works.
I
That's
mean,
the whole, yeah. Big eat the little.
right?
Anybody saw any ghosts or monsters or anything lately? Dracula. Hey, y'all saw that new Dracula movie?
Oh, Nosferatu?
Yeah.
No.
Nah, me neither. I'm waiting till it gets cheaper. I'm gonna watch it when it's about like $5.
In South Texas legally.
What's that?
No, Harold was saying we couldn't run trot lines in South Texas legally. I guess some places-
Why? No, I guess it's like nah, they counties, county by county, I guess.
Bobby, have a good night.
Good night, Bobby. Good to see you.
Yeah, good to see you.
I'm just scrolling back, see if I missed anything. But that's cool. I'm glad. See, I lost a couple pounds too.
You check?
Yeah.
See?
Fucking way. I finally was like, let me get on this damn scale.
That's good.
Well, I needed a reference point because.
Well, that's what I'm
you
saying.
know,
That's the reason I got on the scale. I mean, I knew like a week ago what I weighed. I stepped on the scale and I was like, oh, it's time.
well, last summer, I just felt like I spent too much time on the scale. I'm obsessed with it. Like, okay, what am I at now?
But you didn't really, though. I mean, you kept track for good reason because you were dropping the weight. I
Man.
just got on just to see where I'm at, so I have a starting point and see where it goes from there.
So hopefully, Mr. Lee might be stopping in on Thursday.
That'd be nice.
I sent him an email the other night when we were talking about where he's been and hoping he's okay. So he did respond. He's doing well. He's just been busy working on some stuff, and hopefully he'll
I'm not saying he's coming on the show, but he'll be in chat.
be in
hopefully.
chat.
Oh, okay.
Not that Ben would know any
People
difference.
disappear and whatnot. So
Not that Ben would know any difference if he was on the show or not.
he wouldn't believe it.
No.
Yeah,
Jim,
all right.
you're good, man. Take care. Thanks for coming.
Yeah, good to see you, Jim.
Seems like he's in a hurry.
Oh,
He just is have
I
to
know.
go.
have to go.
Just seemed kind of abrupt. Hope all is well, dude.
Right.
Where we at, man? Shit, we're into like the last half hour. We got
20
about
minutes.
23 minutes.
20. It's 10:40.
Mine says 10:39,
Yeah.
30, whatever.
Yours is
30.
just weird.
Oh, I'm looking.
1040.
I'm going by my phone.
I'm looking at how long I've been on this one.
Oh yeah.
It says
I never go by
138.
that. I would go by the actual time.
But yeah, anybody wants to come on, hang out, join Ben and ourselves, whatever you want to say that. Papa says, I wonder if Mr. Lee can stay up this late now. Well, he's been busy, so
Yeah, he's
No.
been working a lot.
But
You know.
he's on a different on a different continent, right?
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. It's about
Yeah.
3 a.m. over there, going on 3 a.m, I guess.
Yeah, that is fucking late.
It might even be
That's like torture late.
Yeah, I think 3. I think you're right.
I'm gonna go try to go catch some more sakale.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I'm out of we're out of minnows. Basically, we have about maybe a dozen small ones left. But yeah, I might try tomorrow. I might try throwing a fishing like you do with the jig and the bobber.
Yeah, dude, you don't really need minnows. If they got sac-a-lait right or crappie right there, sac-a-lait, they can hit it.
I'll try because I don't know, they weren't hitting minnows, so
You never caught none with minnows, Stevie?
What's that?
You never caught no sac-a-lait?
One a few days ago out back.
out back. Oh, and then whatever was yesterday.
Yeah, not with minnows.
No,
Yesterday.
no, that was all jig.
Hmm.
No, and I'll sit back here after work, and there'll be guys in a couple boats fishing the same area, just off to the side, and nobody's really catching anything. Yeah.
And the
Oh.
What
weeds
they
that
trying
are
to
out
catch?
there, they're trying to catch crappie, and because there are sections of weeds that are further out, but there's not a lot.
Yeah,
They're not pulling much out of them.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Either it's really, really deep in the center of the grass, or you go to the other side and it's real shallow.
How close to the top does the grass come by your house?
Well, it's about what, foot out of the water?
Yeah, and it's
No
probably.
shit.
Yeah. I mean, it's patches.
Okay.
It's not covered. It's not.
I don't know if
completely
I don't know what kind of grass it is though. If it's
No,
Kissimmee
right.
grass or I
Well,
don't know.
The grass to the right is probably 3 feet out of the water.
That's
a
those are
different-
like plants.
Yeah,
It's
no,
almost
that-
like yeah.
That I'm talking just the grass. It's mixed in there with, I call it the island. It's just a gobbler.
Patrick says, I know a guy that bought an inflatable dinghy to run lions. He wrapped the leader around his hand and cut it trying to make it back with a 50-pounder. It deflated the raft and almost drowned him.
Jesus.
I bet.
Learn you. Stick with aluminum boats. Yeah, it's bringing catfish into something inflatable is just not a good idea.
No. No.
They hurt. They hurt.
Yep. I hate catfish.
Oh, I love to eat them, but
Yeah.
they can. You got to know how to handle them.
Yeah, you're right.
Just one.
I always grab them in a way that the other fins and their dorsal fin is between fingers. That's just so you can't get nailed by them. I got nailed by that one catfish down in Cape Coral. It was a saltwater catfish. Holy shit!
Yeah, you got a hold of 'em like that.
Oh man, that hurt. That was like
You swelled up.
it was right under the corner of my thumb, under the nail. I caught the dorsal fin, or whatever fin it was, and it was like 10 minutes later I had to leave. I was done because it felt like somebody hit my thumb with a sledgehammer. I didn't know about the belly slime on catfish when that happened.
The belly slime.
Patrick says, yeah, he wasn't the brightest crayon. And Richie doesn't like catfish.
No, fuck a catfish.
Aaron, good night. Thank you so much.
Good night, Sharon.
She says 4 a.m. comes early. Yeah, it does.
It sure as hell does. My alarm's set for 4:30. I think I get out of bed
God.
at 5.
Salute to people like that. I couldn't do that.
I think this morning I had a hard time this morning. I don't know why. I slept pretty good, and I did kind of go to bed late last night.
You're off camera. I don't know if you want to.
I know.
Okay, just checking.
No, I was running late this morning. Probably got to work about 15 minutes late.
I don't know.
Well, I always get stuck behind some asshole that wants to do 35 and a 50.
Yo, how do you get that? So
I got
much?
because people are idiots.
I get pissed off that people do the
Oh my
feeling.
God!
Yeah, you're right.
me understand road rage. Trust me.
No, I get it.
It's maddening. I don't understand it. I'm like, do they not have somewhere to be? You know, everybody else in the 20 cars in line behind them
Have someplace.
have
to be,
someplace to be.
except the fucker in front of you.
You know, and then it's that one that doesn't turn off anytime soon. It's the whole 8 miles to strip until you get to turn yourself.
That's how it is. Like right here, we're on Lakeshore Drive or Lake Eustis Drive, whatever the hell it is, and it's 30-mile-an-hour speed limit. It should be like 35 at least, but well, average I'll drive is just about 39, 40 if there's nobody in front of me, and usually that's the speed that most people drive. But then you get that person every day, either going or coming. I'll get behind them that does exactly the speed limit.
You know,
And you always see them coming from the other direction because it's the one with the longest line behind them.
oh yeah. You know, I've been in that line of cars where I'm the first car, speed limit's 55. I'm doing 60 in the car that's right behind me is a cop. They're cruising right along too because they got to get to work too. You know, you get that one car. I love Saturday mornings. People are mostly home asleep, I think. It's such a great drive. It really is otherwise.
Richie
Yeah,
says,
you're right.
I got my back rubbed, toes and nails done. Also, I am totally a beach bum.
You're such a girl.
Sounds a beach bum doesn't. That's not how I would
No.
describe it. No.
I'm a little jealous.
Yeah, I've never had a pedicure. Well, not professionally.
I haven't recently. Sorry. Not recently.
Oh yeah.
True though.
When I know I could
I could.
do your own pedicure
I
and
mean,
have the foot in front of you.
I could. I said I could drop them off. I don't have to sit there.
Jamie Cotterill says, now that I'm retired, I can drive around all day with my turn signal on. Yeah, here they don't use them.
No.
OMG Wicks does a thing about, he talks about Florida drivers and, how the left lane you're supposed to, that's for.
Yeah, you got to go fast in the
But
left
here
lane.
you can't, because in this town on 441, there's a lot of turn lanes in the left. Like all my turns.
But I think he's more talking about like on
the highway.
I-4,
yeah,
the toll roads.
Yeah, you got to get the hell out of the way because there are some crazy drivers down here.
I tend to be one of them when I'm in a rush. I'm running late, but it's always when you're running late. That's when you get caught behind the slow one.
A couple of years ago, we had stayed at this hotel, and it was right next to I-4. Every night, at least once, you'd hear like the Fast and the Furious go by.
Oh, yeah. And a line of them.
Yeah, well, it was like, the whole show was going, the whole movie went by. Sharon says the last 1 hour, turn the lights off and lock the door.
Not it.
Yeah, I'm about to go fishing, y'all.
Right on, man. Good luck. Tight lines.
Tight lines.
All right, thanks. Good night. All right, bye.
Always good to see Ben.
I know. I was gonna say.
Yeah. We were chatting the other day.
Sure, I thank him for popping in, but he jumped too quick. He got mad because you left him back there a couple times.
No, he didn't want to turn off the lights, and because we already said we weren't. So he's like, "No, I'm out." Yeah, I know. We'll get Ben down here one of these days.
That'd be cool.
Bring him to Florida because I know he wants to try some peacock bass fishing.
Right.
And I want to try it myself. We've caught
the
these
babies,
little
and they're
things.
so fun.
We're catching them on corn.
Kernels of corn, straight out of the can. Yeah, they are fun. I kept saying the whole time, I wish I wish the whole time we were catching the babies, I was like, "Where's the mama? Where's the papa?"
Yeah. Yeah, we didn't catch anything big, but we were.
I mean, teeny tiny.
We're just fishing this small little pond where we did the 168. Because we had been back there many times since then, and we found one of the campgrounds has this little pond, so we were just fishing in there to see what was in there. But there was one gator in there that just every time you'd bring in a fish, it would come over to you.
Yep.
And it was only maybe a 4-footer. But so when I'd release the fish, I'd throw it way off so it splashed like,
On the other
15,
side. Yeah.
30 yards away, whatever I could get it. So it would attract the gator over that way. Fly fishing for peacock bass, that would be fun. I don't fly fish, but yeah, that would be fun. Richie says I had a girlfriend in my early 20s that made maybe to get my toes and nails done, or we were going to break up. So I did.
So I did.
I've
And
been
you got
doing it
hooked.
ever since.
You got hooked.
Spoiled.
Pop Craig says, "Sound wisdom, Richie."
I see that. NAC, what's up, David?
Hey, good to see you.
What else did I miss? Why is it not scrolling? Here we go. So yeah, where are we at? 10 minutes, 9 minutes.
Danny Staten, if you're still listening, have a good night. I don't think I said good night. I just read that.
Oh, I didn't. I missed it.
Yeah, a little ways back.
I don't see everything. There's a lot I don't. Admit it. What is this?
I don't know what this is. Christy said, "Harold won't let me paint his nails pink." That's funny. Harold's over there saying,
What-
"Hell no."
What color do you prefer, Harold?
Right.
That's the question. Because that tells me he's not opposed to it. He just doesn't like pink.
Didn't like the pink.
He's going to go with black or something stupid. And it's like he's suddenly goth. It's good to see you, David.
Indeed.
Sad part is we broke up 6 months later. Damn, I miss Annie. But, you can think about her every time you get your nails done.
Right. Oh, jeez. I'm not saying it.
We'll just call it nail protection.
Right.
It's a clear cut.
He said clear, if any. And she confirms.
I get to paint them clear.
Papa Craig says, "Nana and I saw 10 mule deer bucks 20 feet off the road yesterday. We've seen some nice..." I'm having a hard time reading that.
And bull elk. They were all hanging out by town to dodge the wolves.
I was trying to read the screen and it got blurry on me.
Richie says that's where I draw the line is painting my nails.
Not his toes, his fingers.
Well, he's drawing the line in the sand, so I guess he's using his toe to do it. So
Oh,
maybe he
wow.
is,
Well, he posted the emoji with the fingers. That's what I said. I think it is. I can't tell. Damn, what is wrong with my eyes tonight?
That's not just you. No, never had a pedicure. I don't even know, like, where do you get a massage? Like a legit
There's a couple places.
massage. I don't,
Yeah, no, there's a
without the
couple-
happy ending,
Okay.
and,
There's a couple
jail
places.
time. Papa says, I've let quite a few little granddaughters paint my toes and nails. Well, that's different
Right.
because when they're not looking, you're taking it off.
That's just
I hope.
cute. Yeah.
Like there's a guy in Crystal River. He says, "Oh, my buddies bet me I wouldn't do it." So he runs
I
around,
remember.
with pink toenails.
I remember that. And flip flops.
Yeah.
Is that still a thing, Richie?
I impressed me.
I mean,
Just the way you said that. Is that still a thing, Richie?
he knows I love him. I'm waiting 2 minutes to hear Papa Craig's medicine alarm.
Right. That's why we need Mr. Lee.
Right.
Because Sharon's gone. Because she always said medicine
Medicine
time.
time. Papa Craig, she says that in chat, even if you're not here. Every time at 11,
Yep.
Sharon posts medicine time. Richie said, don't hate.
Never painted, pierced, nor tatted anything on me. Did you ever get a hook stuck in your finger?
Oh, I did yesterday. I did.
Just saying.
Oh, that was bad. I think that's the worst one yet.
I pierced my hand where I had to pull it through.
I was, for a second, I was thinking the barb was in there on the hook. Yeah, no, luckily it wasn't, but whew, it felt like it.
I've only got 2 tats.
I still feel it.
What was the other one?
Pain,
Pierced,
painted,
painted,
and tatted.
or tatted. Yeah, my ears pierced. I did that when I was a kid.
Oh, that's awesome. He said, I only got 1 med left. Up Craig. He only takes 1 medicine. No, everybody in chat's medicine time.
No, he says, I've only got 1 med left, WTF, meaning, are you down to your last pill or like you're
No,
out?
I took
or
it
you're
that
only
he's-
taking
He's only on
1 med anymore?
1 medicine
I'm confused.
is the way I took it.
See, he was pierced. He says, I've been stabbed.
See?
Scar to prove it. I bet you won't give you a back rub. P.S. I love giving back rubs to ladies.
He says he only has to take 1. Right on.
No, you
Fucking
did.
awesome. That's amazing.
What did the doctors say?
Oh, they're pissed off. They don't want to see him
We're
anymore.
not getting his insurance money.
They don't want to see him anymore. I bet they still try, though, don't they?
On the way home from overseas, we had to medical a guy who got either a sinker or a fishing hook in his eye.
Ooh. I got hit with
He got
I got a scar on the tip of my nose
a
here.
little C. It's like a little
the
C.
shoehorn. I mean, a horseshoe. Excuse me, guys. Yeah, I got nailed in the face with a bullet weight. snap back and bam, cut me right across my nose.
You gotta be careful with hooks, man.
Bled like I got shot in the face. My vegan cardiologist is sure I'm gonna keel over any minute.
And go
And
straight, to
to
hell.
That's awesome. I'm so proud of you.
That's awesome, dude. That really is.
It's so inspiring.
I fell off the keto wagon, but I jumped back on, and
I'm
Stevie's doing it with me.
jumped on board with him.
So I'm not going to be. I'm
Only a
going to
couple
try not
days
to
into it, but
be a bitch about it this time.
yeah, I'm really trying.
You just got to be willing to sacrifice, you know. And it's.
I think it's more frustrating going into the grocery store and just everything that I'm so used to eating. It's all crap.
Was it Hilton we were talking to that told us about?
Yes, walking into a grocery
When you go
store.
into a grocery store and do your shopping, and we did it yesterday. And I said, you know, and we were still in the store. We shopped the perimeter of the store. We didn't go through the aisles because everything we needed that was fresh and all the meat and everything is on the perimeter of the store.
Yeah.
The only thing I went into the aisle for was to look for something for the dog, you know?
Yeah, I don't even think I went in the aisle. I was mad enough passing all the good stuff.
Yeah, we had
Bakery
to
and-
go through the bakery.
Yeah. And the ice cream on the end cap. But no, that's the most difficult part is
Ketones are the proper way to fuel the body. That's correct.
trying to find the substitutes. And early on, first couple days into it, it's frustrating, but
If there's a health food section, what's all the other stuff?
right,
Crap.
this is true.
Yeah, we're staying away from processed foods,
Sweets, junk.
just all the crap. I mean, yeah, it tastes good. You know, I get
Oh,
it.
it's
It's
fucking
lovely.
wonderful.
It's lovely. But yeah, you think about it. You know, you go back to the dawn of they were eating raw meat. You know, the caveman and you know whatever. It was just they weren't. And then farming came
Thank you,
along,
Christy.
and
She said, "I got this," or "You got this, Steve."
cabbage steaks grilled with pepper.
Interesting.
I didn't know cabbage had steaks.
You know. So I said, interesting. No, I know I'll be okay. I've seen him do it and drop the weight. I know it's possible, so I've got good inspiration there watching him.
My
So
grandpa got stabbed in one eye with a fork as a kid. Never lost his sight though. I howled fishing out here. I thought I was gonna lose. You know, you guys were around. Fucking,
the
I even
pencil
showed you
bobber.
that pencil bobber I caught right in the eye. That hurt. Holy fuck. Anyway, well, we are a little over the 2-hour mark. Blackie, what's up, man? Good to see you.
Erica, good to see you. How y'all doing?
Hey, Erica.
Hmm.
Richie says I've been making vegan protein shake with 2% milk with some frozen banana and some strawberry.
Yeah, I'm leaving all sugar alone for now.
As far as fruits,
Yeah.
and yeah.
Yeah.
That's the only time I would really do any sort of sugar when I was on it.
No,
was-
trust me, when we
was
we walked by the apples yesterday, I
a
was
fruit.
tempted to grab a couple, but I said no, not yet. It's only a couple days in. That's a treat for another day later. So yeah, I thought about it. I love fruit. I love any kind of fruits.
Blazer says monk fruit sugar.
That's that's what I'm using in my coffee.
Yeah, she got the drops, but we got to figure
Matter
out.
of fact, look,
There you go.
I don't know if it'll come up. There,
Yeah, put it closer. It'll get it out of the light.
there, hang on. There it is.
Monk fruit.
That's it. It's hard to adjust and adapt to the taste in coffee, but if you play around with it a little bit. To me, it's all right. It's not terrible. I said I can get used to it. And I'm a couple days into. I tried it a couple weeks ago and didn't really commit to changing my diet yet, and figured, okay, I can deal with that. I can use that in my coffee.
Richie likes the monk fruit and the raw.
Okay.
Good night, all. Hope to see you on Bigfoot and stuff tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Central. Yeah, guys, go check that out. OCST Wednesday nights, they have their show. See what it's all about. Go click that link and show them some love. Well, guys, I want to thank everybody for coming out tonight. Ben, thank you for popping on. It's
Yes.
great to see you.
Good to see you. Good to see everybody.
Yeah, I know. It's great to see everybody, of course. We'll be back on Thursday, as usual. If you guys enjoyed the show, please hit that like button and leave comments. Nobody left a damn single comment on the last show.
Surprised.
I even
Not
checked it. And I was
one.
like, wait, not one?
I almost went and
Damn.
left one, and I said,
Coffee is best served black. And that's how I normally drink it.
well, you've been drinking them.
No, but
Cream.
normally, but then I started hitting up her creamer but now I bought sugar-free creamer, but it's got, what is it?
Aspartame.
Aspartame in it. So
I got mad at him for buying it.
I'm not buying it anymore. Anyway, enough of our babble.
I know. Right? Good night, Pop Craig.
Good night, everybody. Take care of
Good night,
yourselves. Take
everybody.
care of one another. We love you. Peace and God bless.